Cue the fireworks. I got some good news for you today. New home sales jump and the future of real estate. We're gonna go over that as well. Yes, we have a great show today. I'm gonna get excited about this. I'm always excited. First though, before we jump into it, do me a favor. If you like what we're talking about, hit that subscribe button. All I know is that I get all the subscribers go up and then it goes down. So I don't know what's happening with YouTube, but just make sure you're still subscribed. Also, if you are a buyer out there and it looks like a bunch of new home buyers are out there right now, you can get a free buyer's guide. Just hit the link down below, enter your information, and boom, you'll get it. Hey guys, let's jump right into the first part here. This is us on CNBC. This is my girlfriend, Diana Oleg. Well, I call her my girlfriend. Obviously, it's not my girlfriend, but the Diana Oleg inversion is what we typically go by. But here today, she's looking at it. New home sales rose 4.1% in April. Looks like new builders, since we've got more and more buyers out there, a little more accustomed to the actual rates now, that they are now buying homes and the new home builders are building. I know that I've been telling you, I went to two different builders last week, Land & Sea and Lennar, and both of them are selling homes. They're not having standing inventory. Standing inventory is when they have built a house, but they don't have a buyer. So they usually give a discount for it. Usually 30 days before it's completely built, they'll give out discounts, such as incentives to lower the rate or to give the buyer additional money to upgrade the house, maybe a $10,000 stipend, whatever. But right now, if they have buyers out there, they usually don't give out those discounts because they know that there's a lot of competition and they can sell the house for max money. All right, let's jump into the next few articles. This is all what's happening on the blockchain, and this is the future of real estate. We've talked about it here, and now it's been a while, it's been a few months, but tokenization of real estate is now going to be in our faces. We're seeing a company out there, a blockchain company called Ripple, and they just last week made another step forward in this space. They seem to be the leader. There was many months ago, probably about 6 or 8 months ago, we saw a South American country go up and they said, hey, we need to put our title on the blockchain because it's just becoming a mess within our country. That actually happened. I think it was, I don't remember exactly the name of the country at the moment, but this just happened a few days ago. It says Ripple to showcase real estate asset tokenization solutions as part of the Hong Kong Monetary Authority's inaugural EHKD pilot program. So Ripple has been doing more cross-border payments. They are the leader in cross-border payments, taking money and sending it all over the world for less than a few pennies and in seconds. Now they're building on their blockchain, also real estate, development. They're tokenizing real estate. So what does tokenizing real estate look like? Well, we're still trying to figure it all out, but I'm thinking that tokenized real estate is if you took, let's say, $1, okay, and your home was worth $500,000, well, you have 500,000 tokens on that. But let's just say, for an example, you had a husband and wife. Well, each will get 250,000 tokens. Right? That's their percentage of ownership on that. And each token can be worth, I don't know, again, $1. And at that point, if we had the bank come in and they said, hey, you know what? Instead of that mortgage that you owe $100,000 on, we'd like to be a participant. We're going to give you $100,000 and we want to own 20% of this house. And you're like, okay, that's interesting. I still own the house, 90%, and I'm still running the house and you have no input on it. But if I were to sell it, you own 10% of it. It's being tokenized. That's the information that's kind of an interesting thought, right? But let's go one step further, which we saw here in Southern California, or in California, in the Dreamers program. The state of California gave 20% down, which now they hold 20% of what the property was worth at time of purchase. If you were to resell that house or you were to pay down the state, you'd have to pay the state at what it was worth, what the 20% is worth at that time. So the state is actually putting money into it. Now, I've been a very, I'm a very proponent of it being a great program. I've been a very critic of it because the state just took 40% of the money and just, and you know, held it themselves and used it for other things, and not for Californians, but for, you know, the personal, not personal, but for whatever crap that they burn off money there. But I see the future of you coming in and you're saying, hey, I want to get a house. Let's go over to the $500,000 scenario. I want to buy this $500,000 house. The lender, and I'm putting down 3.5%, you know, FHA. Well, what happens if the lender comes in and says, well, you know, I'm going to loan you 97.5%, but you know, let's do this. Let me do this. Let me own 20% of the house. And so you just have to get a loan for 77.5%. So now I own 20%, you own 80%. And now when at time of sale, if I were to sell it, or I would take money out of it, then 20% of the money that was taken out of a HELOC or taken out of the property, I'd have to repay towards that 20%. I'd have to give that ownership percentage. I have to give them 20% of what I pulled out. You know, if I refied it, well, I'm only refining the 80%. I'm not refining the 20% that is owed on it, because it's not a debt. It's an ownership participant, right? It's ownership participant. So what I think in the future is these mortgage companies will be buying into people's homes, and they will be paying less, right? Less, you know, they'll be only own 80%, and they'll be purchasing 80% of the property. This is what the future of real estate is: tokenization. And I believe ripples are the front part of, front of this. Now, here's something that came out today. Actually came out on the 22nd of December. It says XRP is accepted as payment by top Dubai real estate developer. So the token that Ripple is using is XRP on the XRP ledger. And we're starting to see the acceptance of these tokens, whether it be Bitcoin or Ethereum or XRP, as payments towards real estate. So the acceptance of crypto is happening in our society today. We've reported on it now, many times, that now crypto is being that currency that's out there that are buying and selling homes. But we haven't heard a lot about it just recently, because we've seen a downturn in the stock market as well as the crypto market. But I guarantee you that when we see it go back up sometime probably next year, you're going to see more and more people purchase homes by using cryptocurrencies. And another very interesting article here that happened last year in November says Propr Home partners with Ripple to revamp Portugal real estate industry. We keep seeing this, right? It continues to happen. The world is adopting. I know a lot of you out there going, well, yeah, I look at crypto as a scam. Well, you're hearing it, unfortunately, from our government, who's trying to control it. I think that they have just a narrative of their own, but they're going to accept it at one point. When they accept it, it will just explode. And I think that day is coming a lot sooner than people think. I know a lot of you out there like, oh, I want to get into the meme coins, the Pepis, the Doges, the Shiba Inus. Yeah, there's people talk about being millionaires off of those coins, but those aren't really utility coins. Those are, the pump and dumps that are out there, that influencers or, people talk about. These are utility coins and ledgers that, DLTs, distributed ledger technology, that we're going to see tokenization on. And I think this is the future. I'm trying to make it as simple as possible, talking about fractionalization of real estate as well as tokenization of real estate. That's going down the pipe, guys. And I absolutely see real estate go up somewhere in the future. Yesterday I did a TikTok video of a guy talking about we're at the bottom of a real estate and we're about ready to jump off again and then shoot back up. Well, a lot of that could be possible if we get past a couple of things. Number one, we talked about it yesterday, the debt ceiling needs to be taken care of. And number two, the Fed needs to reverse what they're doing. And I think we'll start seeing real estate kind of pump again. And I think that's the best case scenario is the second half of this year. I think more importantly, I think it's going to be sometime next year that's going to happen. But at this point, we're seeing that real estate and the blockchain are merging, and they're merging quickly. All right, so let's get right into the interest rates. Guys, interest rates are kind of flat. We were hoping for them to fall, but we're not going to see anything happen until we get the debt ceiling kind of put behind us. There is a bill that was passed in the House, and the House Speaker is now negotiating with the president. I don't think there's a whole lot the president can do. I think he just needs to accept it and then move on. We need to have controlled spending. We don't need to go above past levels. So with that being said, once we get past an agreement, I think we're going to see interest rates drop a little bit. And then the Fed meeting's coming up, and hopefully we're going to see that as well. We'll see them drop again. I think in the low sixes is somewhere in the next few months. I'm really hoping. I think that it will spur on some more real estate sales. Well, guys, thank you very much for joining me today. I know that I kind of want to go over blockchain technology in the future. I think it's going to be quicker than you think. And I definitely feel that fractionalized real estate is right around the corner. We just saw it here in California, and we're going to be seeing it in 2025. I think that's really going to be introduced out there. You guys have a fantastic day, and I'll see you tomorrow.